Hey people, sorry this is going up so late, but it's been a really crazy day for me. So I'm just gonna jump into this week's topic, which is what I did this summer. My summer started a little bit earlier than most people's with my graduation party in May. It was a pretty subdued affair. We had a lot of people from my childhood who came and uh, to visit with my parents and see me. So there was a lot of, "Oh, you're so big now. When did you dye your hair reds?" Um, and also Marielle came to visit me, which is really cool because she lives quite a fair distance from me. And about 4 hours after the actual graduation party ended, a few friends showed up on my doorstep, and yeah, so it was fun. We got to hang out a little bit. In June, I went to Shakespeare Camp, and I know people have already been talking about that a little bit. I was in Titus Andronicus playing Demetrius, and it was the pre-raping Lavinia scene. And if you don't know Titus Andronicus, I am giving you this opportunity to go and look it up. Okay, in July, um, I went to South Dakota with my youth group to Standing Rock Reservation, and we got to hang out with the locals there, with the natives, and we did Kids Club for 2 days and got to hang out with some really amazing kids who really needed some love and attention. And the next 2 days we spent on a work project, and my group's work project was to help scrape a gang symbol off a local community leader's wall. And he actually came by and talked to us for a while, so that was really cool. Also, while in South Dakota, we did a few cultural experiences. One of those was going to visit the Sitting Bull Memorial, and one of Sitting Bull's relatives, I think it was like great grandson or nephew or something like that, came and talked to us, and he actually passed around this moccasin that had been in his family for years that they said belonged to Sitting Bull. Um, his wife was really sweet. She sang a prayer for us in Lakota and burned some sage, which was a very spiritual thing for her to do. Um, we also, trying to remember what we did now. We had a few older women from the community came and talked to us. There, we went to a drum circle, which was amazing. They played some traditional tunes for us and also some new stuff. So it was really interesting. And other than that, I mean, it was great being there. We were there with two other churches, and it was great being there with a bunch of new people and getting to know the people from YouthWorks, which is the organization that we went with. And yeah, it was a really great experience. I'm glad I went. Um, Let me see. Oh, also in June, my cousin got married, so I got to go to a wedding, and I wore a dress and high heels, which shocked everyone in my family. Um, and that was really all I did this summer. Just recently, within like the last week or so, I got into a play, Best Laid Plans, and it was kind of a pity role because they really needed someone to fill this role. So that's where I was actually just like 10 minutes ago. I was at rehearsal for that. In between those few things, I have been working. I work at the library as a library aide. I shelve books. I help people with computers. I basically do everything the librarians don't want to do. Um, and yeah, so it's been a pretty boring summer, I guess, by most people's standards, but I was happy with it. Um, it was a time for me to think back over everything now that I'm graduating. Hopefully, I will be going to the community college this fall if they ever respond to me, which they haven't yet. Um, and yeah, that's it. So, thank you, Nate, for compromising my internet security. That was really sweet of you. And I will see you all next week. AJ, you are up next. And have a nice weekend, everybody.